Hello and welcome to edupediaworld.com. Constitutional Design, the chapter we will study now. First of all, the question comes in our mind, what constitution is? Let's see some answers. It's a basic fundamental law of a state which sets out how that state will be organized and the powers and authorities of government between different political units and citizens, or the primary contract or law by which the government of a nation or state is set out and organized. Or the constitution is colloquially referred to as the number one law of the land, to which all of government, citizens, corporate persons and other law must defer in the event of any conflict. In our constitution, it's written how the country will be governed, what will be the duties of the citizens, what will be their rights. These all are written in our constitution. Now let's study the constitution of our country. Indian Constitution is the supreme law of our country. It is a living document, an instrument which makes the government system work. It lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, establishes the structure, procedures, powers and duties of government institutions, and sets out fundamental rights, directive principles and the duties of citizens. This is our constitution which makes us aware about the duties, our rights and our directive principles. The fundamental rights which we are given. It's our constitution which lays a framework for the nation, that how the nation will be governed, what principles will have to be followed. It is the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world. It contains 448 articles in 25 parts, 12 schedules, 5 appendices and 98 amendments out of 120 constitution amendment bills. Now the question comes, who were the people who wrote the constitution of our country? And the widely known name comes which in our mind is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is regarded as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. But it was not only him who drafted the Constitution of India, but the effort of his whole team. It was the Constituent Assembly under whom Dr. Ambedkar and his team worked and drafted the final copy of the Constitution which we have now. Here we can see the picture of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Beside the English version, there is also an official Hindi translation. 389-member Constituent Assembly took almost 3 years, 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to be precise, just to complete the historic task of drafting the Constitution for independent India. And during this period, this assembly held 11 sessions covering a total of 165 days. Of these, 114 days were spent only on the consideration of the draft constitution. And finally, on 29th August 1947, the Constituent Assembly set up a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to prepare the final draft of Constitution for India. While deliberating upon the draft constitution, the assembly moved discussed and disposed of as many as 2,473 amendments out of a total of 7,635 amendments which were tabled. Now the preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Here is the Hindi translation of our Constitution. भारत का संविधान. भारत के लोग भारत को एक संपूर्ण प्रभुत्व संपन्न लोकतंत्रात्मक गणराज्य के लिए तथा उसके समस्त नागरिकों को सामाजिक, आर्थिक और राजनैतिक न्याय, विचार, अभिव्यक्ति, विश्वास, धर्म और उपासना की स्वतंत्रता, प्रतिष्ठा और अवसर की समता प्रदान करने के लिए तथा उन सब में व्यक्ति की गरिमा और राष्ट्र की एकता सुनिश्चित करने वाली बंधुता बढ़ाने के लिए दृढ़ संकल्प होकर अपनी इस संविधान सभा में आज तारीख 26 नवंबर 1949 ईस्वी, तिथि मार्गशीर्ष शुक्ल सप्तमी संवत 2006 विक्रमी को एतद् द्वारा इस संविधान को अधिकृत, अधिनियमित और आत्मार्पित करते हैं।